Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and today I'm so excited to give you a recipe that only takes two ingredients. Egg roll wrappers and oil to fry them in. Because guess what we're making today? I am obsessed with Chinese food. It is no secret that I love my Chinese food. In fact, growing up in a Jewish household on Long Island, we always had Chinese food every Sunday, of course every Christmas also, but let me tell you something. The way a Chinese restaurant would be gauged by me would be the requirement of having those old school crunchy noodles with the duck sauce put at the table when I sit down so I can just eat them in the duck sauce or the spicy mustard, and of course pepper them in my wonton soup so they get a little bit soggy in there. And that's so good. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about if you're from Long Island. You know it. Even Jersey. You know what I'm talking about. So today I'm going to show you how to make those noodles, because when you go to the supermarket, there's just no right substitution for those noodles. You get the little tiny little thin ones or the little like little tube thingy. You don't want those. You want to have these. Oh boy, do you see these? This is exactly, it's like I just sat down at the best Chinese restaurant ever. The one that had all the fixins, all the trimmings, because that's what you're getting with this. And again, two ingredients. This is just an egg roll wrapper that's cut into 8 pieces and then tossed in some hot oil and fried. About a couple of minutes is all it takes. And I got my mozzarella stick shirt on, so let's head right on over to the deep fryer because it is time to make some of the most authentic, delicious Chinese noodles. And at no time at all. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. So one of 2 ingredients you need to make classic crunchy Chinese noodles that you get in the restaurant are egg roll wrappers. You're gonna find this usually in the frozen section of any Asian market. Any Asian market's gonna carry the egg roll wrappers. Twin Marquis is a really popular brand. You can also go to a supermarket that's more like, you know, international, that has like international cuisine in there, like the one I go to in Queens. Food Bazaar on Northern Boulevard in Astoria/Long Island City. Got this there. But we want to make sure the egg roll wrappers are thawed, okay? We don't want them frozen. Alright, so the package is open. I'm going to take a wrapper. Then I'm going to grab a pizza cutter. And I'm going to slice my noodles as thick or as thin as you want. I like them like this. So I really go this way. And you can keep them this long if you want. That'll be pretty long though. But then I also like to go kind of in the middle. So I basically get 8 noodles per egg roll wrapper. Alright? And then I'm just going to add my sliced egg roll wrapper, which are going to become my noodles, to a tray. These wrappers are great because they're also kind of dusted with flour, so they're not going to stick to each other. Okay, and this is about 4 wrappers worth, okay? So that's 8 times 4 is 32, right? 8, 16, 24, 32. Yes, math. Okay, now I'm going to fry these up. It's as simple as that. And if you have any of these left over, the wrappers, to just put them in a Ziploc bag. Or you can put them in a food saver package. Get the air out here. And then you can just freeze these again or use them for later. You can make egg rolls with them. You get a lot of wrappers in these packs and they're very cheap, by the way. So you can make noodles for days or egg rolls of many ways. Alright. So to fry my noodles, I'm using a deep fryer. But you can use them, you know, just a regular Dutch oven on the stove. Just fill it up with enough oil. I'm using canola oil, but you can use vegetable oil. You can use grapeseed oil. You can use peanut oil. Whatever oil you want to fry in. I'm going to make sure my oil is preheated to about 375 degrees. And then I'm going to now drop in my noodles, which will begin to float as soon as you add them in. Just do it one by one and do it carefully. We don't want to overcrowd it, so you might want to do this in batches. And we're gonna let it fry for about a minute on one side. And this is why I feel like a deep fryer is the easiest way to do this, by the way. You have plenty of room, everything's floating around. Then you could turn your noodles over, depending on the order that you put them in, of course. Okay, and once my noodles are looking like this, we are looking nice and good here. I'm gonna put them on some paper towels just to chill out on a wire rack, sitting over a baking sheet. Okay, and look at that. Perfect crunchy noodles. Let these rest. And then finish off the rest of your egg roll wrappers and transform them into noodles. Again, use as many or as little as you want. And again, you're gonna wanna be for about 1 minute to 90 seconds on each side. Just keep an eye on them. You see this color? This is still a little pale. We wanna go for it to be a little bit more golden brown. Okay, when we're like this, that looks good. Okay, and look at all these noodles. This is only from 4 egg roll wrappers, my friends. That's a lot of noodles. Again, 32 slices I got out of them. 8 slices per wrapper, 32 slices of like noodles total. Look at all that. Noodle, noodle, noodle. Now after letting our noodles rest for just about a minute, we're gonna then just transfer them to a bowl. And don't forget the duck sauce, of course. And then we're gonna dig in, or should I say, dip in. Let's try it out. And here it is, my Chinese noodles in the cute little bowl. All right, I already got one of the duck sauce ready to roll. So here we go, I'm gonna dip it in there and give it a try. There was no difference between this and literally going to like the fanciest of Chinese restaurants. I'm getting those noodles. It's a game changer. Game changer. It's almost like, you know, a Chinese version of tortilla chips. Or tortilla chips are basically like a Mexican version of Chinese noodles. You know, they're interchangeable, different cuisines, but just as delicious and crispy and addicting to eat. These Chinese noodles also happen to be Cindy from the B-52's favorite thing, as evidenced in Song for a Future Generation. She says she likes Chinese noodles in it. That's a more obscure song, but it's a fun bop, especially when it's like nice weather out. It's fun to dance to. If you enjoy these recipes, check out my website, pressureluckcooking.com, because all my recipes live there, and every single recipe has a video to go with it, and those are all on my YouTube channel. So subscribe to me there, which is Pressure Luck. And of course at Instagram, which is at Pressure Luck Cooking. Make sure you follow me there and like me there. I have a whole bunch of fun stuff for you. Anytime a new item comes out, deals, tips, things like that. And if it's cookbooks you seek, well, come on and take a peek at the Rainbow Collection. I've written 5 books, my friends, 5. The first 4 are all for the Instant Pot, and my most recent book that comes out September of this year, 2024, is Possibilities. And it is not Instant Pot, although there is one chapter where you can use a pressure cooker. Just one chapter. But it's the easiest pasta recipes ever. In fact, you know, I could tie it in with this because it's technically noodles, although we're not making any Chinese noodles in this book. Although there is egg roll rotini in this book. Yes, this book has everything from linguine marinara to egg roll rotini, okay? Anywhere books are sold, check that book out for sure. You can pre-order it now too if this is watching this video before it comes out. Thank you so much again for watching, my friends. And the next time you want to make a really tasty and authentic treat to munch on that's going to please everyone from a human to a poodle, well, all you gotta do is grab some Eggo wrappers and make a delicious Chinese noodle. Enjoy. It's all about that crunch. Delicious.